It is. It seems like it is. Hey, you know what I had to do? I had to check my sorry, welcome. It's Sunday Night Live. I'm Mr. Charles. I do IT and computer science videos on this YouTube channel. If you're looking for IT and computer science, this is the channel, this is the place to be. But I thought I fixed my voice. Is my voice lagging? Like, are my lips moving and my voice and the audio coming out differently? Like if I clap, you see my because I was trying to fix I was trying to fix the lag, the mismatch. Because I realized it's not a small mismatch. It looked like I make it worse. Did I? Oh, okay, good. Sure. Alright. I think because I fixed it, it looking like it lagging on my screen, but the computer matching it up. So I looking like I lagging, but the audio and the video syncing back up, I guess. I don't know. But if all they say we good, we good. I'll just act like everything is okay. Hey, all right, yeah, take it easy, take it easy. I was laughing this week because I know my DMs on fire right now on Instagram. My DMs like everybody asking for help. They want help with the SBA. They want to do this. They want help with the SBA. They want help with the SBA. They don't understand this. They don't understand that. And then I point them to the videos and I'm like, wait, I didn't know all these videos exist. And I'll be like, well, yeah, like this is literally what happens every time around this year. Everybody gets really desperate and then they realize that there was somebody who was doing hey, that's not a green screen. I seen it's down here. No, it's on this side. Okay. Hold on. Need to fix that. Yeah, go on, alright. Okay, still there. Still. Stop it. Alright, good, yeah. I fixed it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, around this time, like, everybody start to get real desperate, and then they realize, oh my goodness, I need to figure this out. And then they realize there was a guy who was doing videos since last year, September. Since last year, September, I've been doing SBA work. You could ask Faith, you could ask, who else was here, last year, September, boy, Javish. I don't know. But people out here early, they get the SBA stuff, done, gone. But now all the desperate people who didn't realize that it existed, gone. Yeah. Yeah, CXC Spy was here too. But you see CXC Spy doing CXC for the past, I don't know, 10 years. Okay, not 10 years. Past 5 years. I don't know how much times you repeat CXC, but that's probably because you need to gather more information to be a good spy. Anyhow, I'm talking. Share the live, share it on the places where it needs to be shared. And I'll try to figure out why I'm a green screening. Because I tried to move it the other day, Shouldn't move the screen. Should not move the green screen. Oh, it's not the green screen, it's the light. Oh. Okay, I see why. That's all. Alright, that's sorted out. Anyway, there you go. Time to start. Hi, my name is Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT Educational Solutions, and I teach information technology. I have classes at the CSEC level, at the CAPE level, information technology classes for adults who want to learn technology, workshops, seminars for teachers, seminars for companies, anything that makes information technology simple for people who need to use it, we do it. What was I say? I forget the TikTok link. Boy. Sorry. As soon as the exam's done, I go down and hire as my temporary social media manager, and you update all them things for me because, as you may have realized, I suck at this. I just don't have time to have so much things to do. Yeah. When I hire interns, I hire a temporary social media manager, and you're the running candidate for the job right now. Right, yeah, so today, what are we doing? May 2011. 2011. Right, so we're on a journey to get to the top, to all 10 last 10 years of past papers. So I have from 2021, go all the way back. So we're going from 2021 and I'm going back up to 2011. So I have 2 more past papers to do, and then I'm going to start to the revision for the actual exam, which is on 4th of July, I believe. Somewhere around there. Yeah, 4th of July. So May 2011. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't liked the video already, like it as usual. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you haven't shared it in places where people see videos and you know it as students in your class, people in your class struggling with IT, and you're just laughing because you gain 85%, 90% on thing, and the rest of your class doing shippiness. 6 is the 6th. Are they really gonna make my Google that way? Alright. CSEC. I'm gonna make an app that will ingest the CSEC timetable and tell you exactly when your exam is and give you a countdown, and every day will give you a notification telling you when your countdown is. I feel like I'm gonna make the app. Mark my words. So every day you'll get a notification saying your exam is in something days. 6th of July, yeah, 6th of July, you are correct. 6th of July, everything, one day, paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3, like, bam, just take it. Alright. You are correct. Nice, then the 16th is the 6th. Look it right here. 6th of July. 6th of July. I kid you not. Information Technology General. Paper 1, 2, and 3. 6th of July. So we're aiming for that 6th of July there. Just so you know. Just so you know. Yeah. Right. Yeah, telling all you. Right. If I make that up, you'll install it if you want some positive peer pressure, you'll install it and it'll be like, you have 30 more days to get your life in order. You have 29 days to get your life in order. You have 6 days and you haven't studied a thing. You should stop now. Alright, this is May 2011. Alright, name the hardware component that performs each. Whoa. How is someone so loud? Oh, who turned the volume up so high? What happened? Why? Okay, I didn't. When I turned that volume up so high, I didn't do that. Okay, cool. Alright, so I should be sounding a little. Whoa. I sounding real. How? Somebody interfered with my microphone? No, nobody interfered with my microphone. Moving on. Alright, cool. I didn't ask you for any help, Google. Alright. So let's go. Name the hardware component that performs each of the following functions. Performs calculations and or comparisons. Performing calculations is the ALU. Or if you want to be bougie, it could be like arithmetic, logic, unit. Get them the whole answer if they feel like it, you know. Holds the data and programs that are currently being processed by the central processing unit. That'll be the CU or the control unit. Okay, cool. Right, next. Contains instructions that are used during the booting of the computer. Instructions that are used in the booting of the computer. ROM. Read only memory. If you wanna get them the whole word, read only memory. And if you put primary storage, yeah, See, primary storage could be RAM or ROM, so you don't want to give them the chance to give it wrong, because remember there's a human being who's marking this now, and that human being could decide, nah, primary storage is not detailed enough, because the booting up of the computer is definitely ROM, read-only memory. Primary storage could be RAM or ROM, so you need to define it properly, right? Mike bought a notebook computer with the following specifications. Woo. TBT, boy, back to the days when they had an Intel Atom processor. Like, that was the mobile processor. That was really, really, really small. Oh yeah, part 2 is not CU. It's really supposed to be RAM. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, this one here is supposed to be RAM. Why was I thinking control unit? I was thinking inside the CPU. RAM. Thank you very much. Urine. Random access memory. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that's RAM. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm horrible. Like, oh no. The teacher made a mistake. Impossible. Yeah, man. It's cool. Teachers make mistakes all the time. Right. Alright, Mike bought a notebook. Alright, throw back to Atom Rights. Using the computer specifications listed above, state the specifications for each of the following components: type, capacity, and speed of the hard drive. Alright, so we want the type of the hard drive, the capacity, and the speed. So we have to look for the line that has hard drive. Alright, cool. So once I found the line that has hard drive, I want to get the type. Type is usually before the word here. So the type of hard drive is SATA or SATA. SATA. The capacity, looking for gigabytes anyway. See gigabytes, we see the gigabytes, so therefore it's 160 gigabytes, 160 GB. And then you're looking for speed. Speed is always in RPM or revolutions per minute, so that's 5400. Alright, now most likely they ain't gonna ask you about RPMs anymore, because I don't think the internals of how a flash drive, how a hard drive works on the syllabus still, but that's okay. It's cool. Memory capacity. If you're looking for memory capacity, looking for a word like RAM. Is there RAM anywhere? Yep, RAM right here. So the capacity is the amount of RAM that I have. So we're looking 1 gigabyte. Cool. Then we have resolution of the display. So for display, you gotta look for like the word display. And the resolution, not the size, not the size. The resolution is the amount of pixels that I have. So it'll be 1024 by 600. If they ask you for the size, then they could have said 10.1. But the resolution is how much pixels multiplied by another set of pixels, right? Alright, indicate the type of method used to access data for the following. Hard drive. A hard drive is direct access. Right, now when they talk about method, they're talking about access methods, right? Because there are access methods. There's direct access and then there's sequential. So you have direct access, sequential access, then you have index sequential. Yeah. So access methods still on the syllabus, so you need to kind of make sure that you remember those two. Y'all don't forget to like the video. So more people will see that, hey, there's an IT teacher who does work. Number 2, match each of the following applications to the most appropriate device. In your answer booklet, write the application right here. So this is one of the key questions where you just have to match it. But sometimes these matching questions will be tricky because you will read some weird, weird stuff. But that's okay. Let's see. Check processing. Check processing is definitely MICR, so check processing will be D. magnetic ink character recognition, because at the bottom of the check will have the actual magnetic ink. Then we know point of sale. Point of sale would be a barcode reader, because you need to read the barcode for it to go beep. And when you read the barcode, it goes beep, and then you'd be yeah, it'll go beep and find the price. Security, clearly biometric systems, because biometric is that. A game, you would use a joystick, which should be B, and architectural design would be a plotter, because a printer will print, the plotter will print out the big stuff for you. Print out large architectural designs. And that is cake. Alright. So don't forget the chat language. For question is cake. You send cake. If you learn something, you send a little scholar emoji. And if you're struggling, you ask a question. But that was cake. Alright, consider the following scenarios. Mike communicates with his computer by typing in specific commands using a specific language to get tasks done. Thanks, Mike. Mary communicates with the computer by using the mouse and selecting pictures. Alright, so this one has specific commands. This one is using a mouse and selecting pictures. Ooh, I wonder what type of device is this. Alright, name the type of user interface indicated in each scenario. The first user interface is command line. Command line. The second user interface is GUI. If you want to write graphical user interface, okay, cool. You write graphical user interface if you want to. You could do that if you want. Why people? What really going on here? Somebody just DM me on Instagram to get a Casio FX9 calculator, but they can't source it. How I don't know what to source a calculator? You see why Instagram DMs is just be kind of like weird? Be like, alright, cool. Literally, okay. Which of the above interfaces is more user-friendly to someone who is now learning to use a computer? Clearly, it would be the second interface, because there's a mouse and you can select pictures. So somebody who's now using the computer, it'll be easier for them to use that one. So the type of program that provides the user interface, that is done by the operating system, basically. And name one type of interface other than those named above. The other interface is menu-driven. Menu-driven. Alright, so your three interfaces are command line, menu-driven, and graphical user interface. They all have different pros and cons. And if you don't know the pros and cons of, menu-driven and command line and all that stuff, you may need to check out my crash course. Because in my crash course, you are going to be given all the notes, every single thing that I need, like notes from start to finish for the whole syllabus and for the new syllabus. A lot of you all doing things on your syllabus like binary and arrays and learning Pascal for the exam and all kind of stuff. And trust me, that's not on the syllabus anymore. But my crash course, which was done in April, has every single thing that you need from start to finish with detailed notes, detailed explanations, and everything that you need to know. So if you're struggling to go into your textbook and you don't know what to study because you don't know what to learn for IT because you never actually learned IT before, well, this here is your friend. You would want to check that out. You go to makeITsimpleTT.com/register. You can sign up. You can WhatsApp the number. You get to register too. Either way, you get a crash course. And this crash course will give you everything you need that you'll be able to get done within the 10 weeks that we have before IT. I think, yeah, about 10 or 11 weeks. Somewhere like that. And that's plenty. In 10 or 11 weeks, you could go from being very lame in IT to being sort of okay. Sort of okay. So check out the crash course. Just letting you know. As we here now. as we hear. Number 3A, an organization has bought a software package containing several applications to be used in the various departments of the organization. Cool. State the name of this type of software package. It's going to be used in various departments of the organization. Various departments. So that means this is integrated software. Right, so you have general purpose software, you have integrated software, you have custom written software, you have customized software, and all of them have different roles and purposes, so you need to be able to kind of understand how each one works. But because this is going to be used by various departments, it had to be integrated, meaning one department will use Microsoft Word, next one will use Microsoft Excel, and next one will use Microsoft Access, but they will be able to come together easily because they're still in one company. So it's like one part of the company using Photoshop, and next one using Premiere Pro, and next one using Illustrator, and next one using Ingest or whatever other programs you have. They all put together because they are integrated. That's the explanation there. Give one advantage and one disadvantage of using this type of software package. One advantage. All right, advantage number one advantage is they share data easily. They share S-H-A-R-E, share data easily. And disadvantage, they don't work well. Share easily with each other, upload with each other. And they don't work well with other software. That's like sometimes you might have a file and it could only open in one program, and they try to open it in another program, and the other program say no, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, that's the concept there. Alright. Are there other advantages and disadvantages? Yes, there are. Yeah. Another advantage could be that it costs less, or it doesn't cost as much, which is good. You could put that one in if you want. Yeah, and there are others. Alright, steady type of processing is best suited for each of the following tasks. Processing of monthly electric bills. Oh no, this is batch processing and those things. Alright, they're not on the syllabus anymore. Batch processing, online processing, real-time processing, all that. Yeah, we just kind of avoid that. Convert octal to decimal, binary, and hexadecimal. Nope. Run from that like the plague. You will only do that in ComSci. Cape ComSci. Alright. So look at the nice little scenario here. See, when they give scenarios, you have to sit down and read that and read it twice and make sure you understand what you're reading, because everything that you have to answer most likely is going to link back to the scenario. And because it's going to link back to the scenario, you should be able to understand the scenario to say what to do. So read the scenario like this. Yeah, make sure you ponder it. So our landscape gardening company has 6 employees who work in the main office. So we have some employees that are working in the office. Good for them. Each employee has a standalone computer system and a printer to use for his or her daily tasks. Alright, cool. It was recommended that it would be more efficient if the 6 computers were networked. Alright, thanks. So we get there. Explain what is meant by a network. A network is a set of computers or devices connected by a transmission medium. No. Connected. That used to put it differently, right? There's two marks, right? So devices that communicate. Sorry, I forget communicate. Communicate with each other via a transmission medium. Right, so the two marks would be communication and transmission medium. Okay, look, Giovanni, bye. Nice. Nice answer there. I see you. Orin, yeah. A network is two or more computers connected together to share resources. I guess they would give it because the 10 computers connected to each other, share resources. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, from when I mark CXE, this is the answer that is looked for, right? When I mark CXE, they look for devices that communicate. Communicate is one word they're looking for, and via transmission medium. So they usually look for either via cables or wirelessly. So you have to state those two things: communicate, computers communicate, and then how they communicate. If you don't state that, they won't give any marks at that point in time, and I wouldn't recommend that you kind of cut back on that answer. So your answer, it would be it making sense. That's my pen fall. Right forward. Yeah, but something fall down and then it reached to Mars. Oh, okay, I find it. Yeah. Um, I'm not saying it will be only one mark. I just saying I know what the examiners look for. The examiners have a particular answer that they look for, and this is the answer that they usually look for when they have the mark scheme to choose from. So it would be wise of me to let you know that is a human being correcting it, and they're looking at a particular answer for it. If you could give them that particular answer, it will remove all the doubt from their head. And if you remove the doubt from their head, you're sure to get your marks. If you have them, if they have to read it over to check to see if you have the information and they keep reading it over and over and over, that's more doubt and they might take away a mark. Might. I can't say if they will, but they might. So if you want to get your marks, you have to make sure that you know the words. And as much as possible, if I know the words that they're looking for, I will give it to you. That's how I normally answer the past paper questions, to make sure that you could see what they are looking for, right? So, there you go. Describe two benefits of networking in computer systems in the office. One benefit will be sharing of files, and two would be sharing of printers. You could also give them another one, which will be centralized storage. All right, any one of those three would be cool. Should be good there. Communication is communication across the room. You see, Look at the scenario, right? Look at the scenario. The scenario is each employee has a standalone computer system and a printer. So they clearly want you to say something about this fact that they have a printer, else they ain't gonna mention that. So one of the things a network does is allow you to connect the printer and network it so that everybody will access it, so they'll be able to share it. And then they have to do his or her daily tasks. So their daily task would be like, working on the computer, accessing files or some kind of thing, or sharing stuff. So you would want to kind of get the scenario back into the thing. But definitely one of the first reasons you always set up a network is to share files. If you put sharing hard drives and sharing files, same thing, or sharing resources or something like that is the same thing. So if you have sharing hard drives, that will fall under the sharing files category. But they clearly mention printer here, so you want to mention sharing printers, and you want to show something about centralized storage. Centralized storage, if you want to put that, you could put centralized storage. It's all stored in one place. They can have backups or that kind of thing. Or if a computer goes down, they will still have the storage. You could write all that, but your kind of go-to answers would be those, right? Alright, state with reasons whether the network among these employees in the office would be an intranet, extranet, or internet. Okay, so we want to figure out if it's an intra, extra, internet, right? So they are in our office, and they all connecting to each other inside the office. So it's an intranet, right? If they were connecting to the outside world, it would be and they have somebody able to, like, if people could log into the network via like a VPN or something, it would be called an extranet, because you have extra people coming in that you have authorized, but it's them alone, so it's an intranet. And if it's the internet, well, I mean, it's shared with everybody, so it's definitely not a, right? So describe two security measures that will protect the computers and data from unauthorized access. You could put a firewall, you could put encryption, you could put passwords. Yeah, those are usually your three major answers there. Firewall, passwords, encryption. Pretty much 2 marks, so just write down any one of them. Nothing special. Identify 2 ways in which employees in the office can contact gardeners who are on the job. Well, this paper was done in this was written in 2011, right? So back in those days, they'll be looking for like calling them now. So the gardeners who out in the field, yeah, they were looking for words like pager and thing, yeah, like legit for real. Pager was that thing on the syllabus. But you could use their cell phone, um, and cell phone call and text message. But it's 2021, so you could say mobile data or instant message. Because back then mobile data wasn't really a big thing now. Mobile data wasn't really a big thing, but mobile data is real now, so you can have a phone with data on it, and you can, or they have Wi-Fi or something. So you could put instant message. That would be okay too. Alright, number 5. A local agent leaves a catalog and order sheet for homeowners and checks on the order a week later. So a local agent leaves a catalog. Just in case you all didn't know, a catalog is like a book or a magazine for homeowners and checks on the order a week later. The agent sends the details of the goods ordered to the head office where they are processed. The completed order is returned to the agent. So let's start. This is a document question, right? Any document question. It could send you crazy sometimes. So we have a catalog, and then this catalog turns into an order sheet. So they fill out this order sheet. So the order sheet will say what you want. A week later, the person comes and checks on the order, and this goes to head office. So the head office will get it, and after the head office will get it, they'll process it, and then they will return the actual goods to the person, right? So this is our catalog or a magazine, basically like a magazine. So you take the magazine and you send it in, and you fill out, you give the person, and then the person will fill out a sheet about what they want, and then you process it, right? So describe 2 methods homeowners may use to get their orders to the agent each week, and 1 disadvantage of each method. So what we're looking for is we're trying to figure out how this order sheet here, I didn't mean to circle it in red. I meant to put it in how this order sheet here is going to get to the person. So you could send it to them via email, or, well, a local agent. The local agent checks the order a week later. So you can give them a hard copy. If they're checking on the order, that means they're coming back. So they're coming back to collect the piece of paper. So if they come back to collect the piece of paper, well, okay, you give them a hard copy. And 1 disadvantage, email, no internet. And 2, hard copy can be destroyed or get wet or whatever it is, right? Because it clearly saying that the person coming back a week later, hard copy will be one of them. But that'd be kind of, imagine the agent come to collect the paper, and then jump back in the car and sit down, and they spill ketchup on it. And when they spill the ketchup on it, they reach back to the office, and everybody in the office, they kind of watch you like, be like, man, are you gonna mess up the order so bad? Anyhow, the operators at the head office enter the orders, so they have to enter the order where? Into a computer. So they enter it. A fax machine, but I don't think fax machine not on this current syllabus, you know. I don't believe fax machine there. I think they update the new syllabus on fax machine is not a thing anymore on the new syllabus. So you had to kind of take that into consideration. Maybe back then, yeah, in 2011, they might have a fax machine, but I doubt they'd give you that just for the reason that Jib saying there, I ain't really gonna work out too well. Alright, so the orders came back, and they have to take the orders and enter them into the system. So they have to be validated and verified. So how it can be verified? Verified, there are 2 ways of verification, which is visual checks and double entry. So you could say either one. You could say visual checks, check to make sure the correct data goes in. And then you could also hit on the double entry to match both entries for consistency. Yeah. Or match both entries and flag errors. right? Because that's basically what double entry does, right? So you can check the order twice by using double entry, or you could use a visual check. Both of them you're checking it twice, but you're doing it check in different ways. So a visual check, you're looking at it with your eyes. Double entry, you're matching both of them. But one person put it in on one computer, the next person put it in on another computer. Then they kind of merge and form Voltron. And then when they form Voltron, you'd say, okay, we have a problem. So they don't match. So you'll be like, verification checks are either double entry or and if you do understand what verification and validation is, well, might I invite you to go and check my website, makeITsimpleTT.com. So when you go to makeITsimpleTT.com, you could go to the video section, and when you go to the video section, you will see all the different videos I have available, which would be CSEC IT videos would be where you would be looking to go to. When you go to CSEC IT videos, you will see I have some tabs. There's the theory tab, there's the algorithms and programming tab, there's the SBA tab, there's multiple choice answers, past paper answers, and past paper answers by year. If you go to theory, you will see that I have theory videos that explain a lot of theory, like a whole lot of different things. And I think I'd explain verification and validation somewhere in one of these. And if you're struggling with algorithms and problem solving, you don't know how to do any code or anything like that, yeah, you will check out that. SBA stuff, I know some of you all watch these SBA videos religiously and now your SBA is submitted. So you are not like this guy. Well, you may be this guy right now who's finished and everybody asking you for help and you're just watching them like... yeah. And then I have multiple choice answers. Basically, all the multiple choice answers you need to know how to answer papers. And then right now we're on paper 2 answers. Paper 2 answers, you would see that we have all the papers for all the years going all the way back. So way back when. And then paper 2 answers by year. These are the last few papers that broken down by question because more than likely most people do the last few papers. So makeITsimpleTT.com/videos. That's your place to go if you don't have any. What? People in here don't know what Voltron is? You can't tell me that people don't know who Voltron is? Nah. Don't do me that. Don't do me that. They must know Voltron. It had a Voltron rehash on Netflix, I think. Form, arms, and legs. And I'll form the head. Alright, yeah, so check out the website if you're struggling, and you'll see all kind of videos there. And if you can't find what you want, then probably you need the crash course, and the crash course will give you everything that you need. So register, sort yourself out. Alright, describe briefly 2 validation checks that may be carried out on an agent's order. So a validation check that may be carried out. Alright, so we have validation checks that could happen. Now, they are checking to see a catalog to order sheet, like, and you have to order things, right? So the catalog will have things that they want to order, so like a number. So anytime you have a number, you will probably want a data type check. Data type to check that they put in a number. Alright. And then another validation check would be alright, let's see, they're filling out this order sheets. So the person gonna put in what they want and how much of they want of it. What they want, how much they want. What they want, how much they want. What they want, how much they want. Trying to find an easy one. Have others I could use. You could look for consistency check. You could look for all kind of thing, but I'm thinking of an easy one. I probably gotta think of an easier one. Consistency is the only one that oh, you can look for a presence check. No, consistency. They look like put presence. Presence check to ensure a quantity is put in. Because you can't say you want to order something and you don't put how much you want to get. That would be kind of lame. So you have to check ensure that the quantity is put in. And yeah, those are easy ones. You could do a consistency check to see if the number of things that they ordered matches the total number or something like that. But that's a stretch one. Theta type presence check, pretty easy. Range check. You see, the homeowner wouldn't know what range to put unless the catalog says you can only order up to 10 items. And if the catalog says you can only order up to 10 items, then you have to put in a number between 1 and 10. But it didn't tell us that. So you might be able to argue it and say, you know, the amount of orders that they put in or something like that. But I wouldn't go that far. As I said, I'll always try to make sure that you get the answers that are more straightforward, because the more straightforward answers are the ones that will get you your marks quicker. The more doubt you put in your examiner head, worse off will be for you. Next. You have recorded some interviews and stored them onto devices. The devices below show the lengths of the interviews stored in minutes. Device A, 98, 84, 105, 39, 31, 78, 100. Device B, 31, 39, 78, 84, 98, 105, 109. So they have a bunch of numbers, but you could clearly see that this bunch of numbers here is not ordered, and this one is. Why is device B ordered and device A is not ordered? Nobody will tell us why, but that's okay. We don't need to.
All right, then, keep your secrets.
We'll just move on with life. State which of the devices has the interviews ordered sequentially and explain your choice. Well, it's clearly device B, because it's in numerical order. Numerical order. Ta-da! Right. You have just recorded another interview which is 63 minutes long. Rewrite the two seek lists showing the result after saving this interview in the two devices. Alright. So if we had to rewrite the list to show the 63 inside, what really going to happen is that in device A don't really care at all. Device A will just be like, alright, cool. If we store it sequentially, then we will put it at the end like 98, 84, 105, 39, 31, 78, 109, and 63. We'll just throw it in at the end there. No problem. Everybody will be okay. Because it hasn't any order. It's totally being sequential. It's totally being serial. Serial is whatever order you get in your put in, right? For the next one, basically you're going to take the 63 and you're going to stick it in right here. 63 goes in right there, because device B is ordered sequentially. So basically you're going to put it in where the order is supposed to be, or where the where it is numerically. So yeah, you just have to use your brain and be like, hey, can you count? I think you can. And once you could count, you're good. Easy. Kick. Eat it. This is a real diabetes question. Alright. The 39-minute interview was poorly recorded and needs to be deleted. Explain the process of deleting it from device B. Alright, so this one, if you're deleting it from device B, that means you have to go through all of the values before you delete the one that you want, right? So you have to say you must go through. Which one you want to delete? The 39 minutes. Go through the first value, 31, then get to 39 and delete it. Yeah, So the key thing they're looking for, they're looking to see if you know that you have to go through the first value. The first one that you get is 31, and then you could delete the 39. That's why it's 3 marks. 3 marks. I have no idea why this warrants a whole 3 marks, because it's basically they're checking to see if you understand how to do something sequentially. Do you know how to do something sequentially? Well, yeah, maybe, kinda. Like you literally go through the first value, then the second value. If I tell you, you know, go through the whatever to get to what you want, that's just 2 steps, but they give you 3 marks. So I'm assuming the 3 marks will be go to the first value, prove that you know the first value is 31, and then get to the second value. Yeah, cool. Eat. They will treat you for diabetes with questions like these. Study type of file access as illustrated in the diagram above. Well, I know real people don't know this, because well, you don't pay attention in school. This is called index sequential. Alright, well, you could start throwing these color hats in the chat, because you have no idea why. Like there's a thing called index sequential. Yes, this is an index card, and this will keep track of every location on the actual data storage file, right? But you notice this thing here, it's stored sequentially, which you have 23, 32, 41, 49, 51, 53, 59, 62. So this is a totally sequential file. But if you wanted to find a particular thing like pop or rock or whatnot, you wouldn't have to go through jazz, R&B, classic. You'll be like, okay, I'm looking for rock. So they will tell you, all right, rock is at index location 2, and then you can check to see the key so you know to start right here. So once you know to start here, you wouldn't waste your time going through every single location. So that's basically what index sequential is. It creates an index file on the outside that will let you know where to look for certain things. It's kind of like a table of contents. Kind of like a table of content. You know, it's table of content. Like, I reached a real advanced stage in my life before I knew it was a table of content. Because table of contents, it not really, you know, it's not refined English. When you say table of contents, you just feel like, you know, you're okay. When you say table of content, you just... Yeah. So like a index sequential file is a table of content. The content of the database. And then you could see words like hither and thither and photosynthesis. Yeah. Alright, write an index of the index and the keys that are used to locate Calypso. This one here, this one I do like. I remember this question. I had to pull out the code.
How is the Ministry of Education in Trinidad, in Guyana, in Jamaica, in Barbados allowing CSEC to do this stuff still?
Watch this, right? It wants us to write the index and the keys to find Calypso. So Calypso is here, right? But watch this, right? Watch this. It asks you what's the index and the keys to locate Calypso, but it's telling you what the highest key is. So it's telling you the highest key. So if I want to find Calypso, I basically had to look in this location here. But I need to use index 3. But if I use index 3, watch what will happen. Index 3 starting at 60. The highest key is 65. So really and truly, index 3 is where I want to go to get to here. They should have had lowest key. I just saying, why is the index starting with the highest key? Because technically, if I wanted to find Calypso, I'd start from the index key that goes from 55 and then go down. Are you following me? Because if I start at index 3, I'll looking at location 65 first, so I'll be looking here. And I don't want to look here because I'll miss Calypso. So really and truly, I'll look at index 2 that will be at location 55 and then go down to get to Calypso, which is 62, because if I start at 65, it wouldn't work. But that's not how index sequential is supposed to work. Index sequential will start with the lowest key, which is where it starts. So I was just, sitting down saying to myself, I don't know. I was just like,
No! God, please, no! No! No!
but okay. So the index, I would say, is 2, and the key is 60 and 55. But it could be 2 and 62. It definitely can't be 3, but because if you use 3, you ain't gonna pass Calypso totally. So they want you to get the index and the keys that I use to locate Calypso. I would say that it's this 2 and 55. Most students would put 3 and 65 because they realize that the 65 would point, well, index 3 is where Calypso is located because they kind of separate it into pieces. But that kind of T-Fed, I ain't with it. It has so much other things that you could teach students' head with than a question that's stated like this. But I ain't gonna tell you why. I ain't gonna tell you. Moving on. Productivity tools. Let's hit the productivity tools. We're on the Excel question now. Answer the following questions based on the spreadsheet below. Junior members are charged a rate of 100, while senior members are charged a rate of 200. Write a function in cell E2 that would insert the correct rate. So we're trying to figure out what the rate here would be. So the rate here is checking to see based on junior. So if it's based on junior, is an if statement, right? Because if it's junior, it'll be a particular thing, and if it's senior, it'll be another one. Another problem in life is normally if it has some questions where you get if statement and they give you 4 whole marks. This one they give you 2 marks. Like normally, if you had to write out a if, you have to put equal sign if, that's 1 mark. Then you have to say what cell it is. So C 2 is equal to quotes junior. That's our next mark for the condition. Then you now have to put the 2 things that it will say, which will be 100, comma 200. Right. So normally if it's 3 marks. First mark would be, now you have to use a if. Next mark will be the condition, and the next mark will be putting them in the correct order. But they only put 2 marks here. How they go and figure out the 2 marks? I don't know. Yeah, that's how I watch them and kind of be like, but hey, this is the life we live. This is the exam that we're preparing for, and this is the best that you could do. All right, write the function that will be appropriate for cell F7. F7 is down here. So F7 is supposed to be total of all the fees. So the total of all the fees will be equal sign sum. Open brackets. We starting from up here and we're going down here. So that will be F2 colon, don't pass semicolon, F6. Alright, that one is an easy 2 marks, because you can see function, range. Alright. State the numeric data format that has been applied to F. This here is currency. Right? The difference between currency and accounting is that if you say accounting, you'll be wrong, because accounting usually puts the dollar sign at the end of to the left hand side of the cell and the number to the right hand side. Currency does put the dollar sign next to it. So don't mix up currency and accounting. If you see the dollar sign all the way to the left, is accounting. If you put the dollar sign right next to the number, is currency. So just letting you know that. Person who said Jagr real, no, real is Pascal, and you don't have to learn Pascal. Please don't tell me you're learning Pascal for your exam, because that'd be tragic, boy. That'd be real tragic. The data in the spreadsheet has been sorted by a primary field and then by a secondary field. Let's say primary and secondary field. Alright, so primary and secondary fields will look like this. You look for a field that's grouped already, right? So you see in junior, junior, senior, senior. So that's one field there. They are sorted. What you're looking for is the subgroups. So if you find a subgroup and you see junior, junior, then you have senior, 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 you know that this has been grouped separately. Junior, junior, senior, senior. So you look for those groups. That's the primary. Then the secondary now is inside the junior, junior. You have to now find which field has been sorted otherwise inside there. So you could see that the 3 and 4 follow each other. So that's one option. Then you check the senior, senior. And the senior, senior has 5, 6, and 7 sorted. So you can clearly see that it's been sorted by status first, which is senior. And then the years 5, 6, and 7 after. Ta-da! But you could also see the same thing happen with fees. 1,000, 1,200. But these things here, the rates and fees, that's basically a subset of how much years they honor. So you would want to say status, then years. So status first, then years. So it was done by junior, 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 then senior, senior. Sorry, junior, junior, then senior. Senior, senior, senior. You dig? Alright, students get it wrong all the time. All the time. And I'll be like, yeah, alright, cool. Alright, number 8. One of the investment uses the Office of Investment uses a database named Foreign. And has 2 tables, currency, company and country. Okay, cool. Say the data type of the sector field, of the sector and employees fields in the company table. Sector, employees. Sector, employees. Sector, employees. Sector is text. Is text. And employees will be number. Don't put auto number. Auto number would be like bad. Don't do that. Identify a primary key in the company table. A primary key is any unique, any field that would have a unique value. So a primary key here would be CID. Because these are unique values here. They won't repeat. Everything else has repeats. Well, it could have repeats. Because you could have the same name. Actually, no. The name could be a primary key also. But, no, the name might, no, you could have, yeah, name could be a primary key, but anytime you have an ID, ID is always the best thing for primary key. Never fail there yet. Once you see ID, ID is definitely going to be a primary key. That will be a surefire answer. Even though in this question, name could be a primary key. But the records of a company table are sorted, indicate the field name and the order. Alright, so the company table is sorted. So you gotta find the field name. A200, M200, M, no, there's an A here, so that's not sorted. B, C, F, T, A, no A at the bottom there. P, M, E, no E can't be there. C, R, U, T, S, no US can't be there. 75, 120, 190, 230, 550. I wonder which one it is. I am not too sure. However will that one be? Like, oh my goodness. Anyhow, it's employees, right? Employees. No, it's not employees. Yeah, employees. Employees, because it has numbers and it's ordered in descending order. State the name of the field that would be used to join the two tables. Alright, so if you want to join the two tables, you're looking for a common field. So this one has country code, and this one also has country code. So C code will be your friend. C code. Alright. And last, write a query to find all companies with over 200 employees in the telecommunication sector. So write a query to find all companies. Remember when I told you how to write queries, the surefire way to know for sure, you'll never get it wrong, is to write it in the SQL format. So you'd say select from where. So we want to select all companies. So what we want to, if we want to get the companies, we'll put name, select name and employees, and we have to put in the sector also. Yeah, sector. All right, those are the three things they want. They want the companies, employees, and the sector. We're selecting it from the company table. And where is pretty simple. We're just looking for employees greater than 200. And it must be in the telecommunication sector. And sector is equal to telecommunications. Now, it is possible that they would, you know, want something very simple, like they just really want the where part to show that you're able to narrow it down. That's what they want. But the problem is sometimes these query questions will be for a whole 4 marks. Like a lot of the times it'll be 2 marks, it'll be 2 marks, 3 marks or something like that, and all they want is just the where part. So if you write out the where part, you would get the 2 marks. But the day that they give you this question and it's 4 marks, they're looking for this. And it's kind of weird because you're not too sure if they want you to know the SQL format or not. So I just teach it because I get burned enough times in past papers where you would see the same question, same question, and it's 4 and 5 marks. And that'll set you up. So that's why I split like this, and you will never get it wrong like that. If you mix up the from and the where, they won't have a problem with that. They won't have a problem with it. They're not checking your SQL skills. They're checking to see if you know what the criteria is to filter to do a query. And if you know the criteria for the query, you good. Nobody will get they can't take away marks away for that. Alright, let's go back. Alright, now to section 3. Section 3, this is problem solving and programming. So you know this is the point where everybody just be like,
why are you running? Why are you running?
But you've been on my lives long enough to know that these things not hard. They're really easy and you should not be afraid of them. Problem solving is really, really easy. And if you have problems with problem solving, like legitimate problems, all you do is go to the website, makeITsimpleTT.com /link. Link is in the description of the video. And you go to algorithms and problem solving. And I have 6, 7, 8 videos that will change your life. I'm telling you. These 8 videos will change your lives. And you'll be like, I don't know how to do algorithms. I don't know how to do problem solving. I don't know how to do a pseudocode. I don't know how to do a truth table. I don't know how to do yeah. Once I watch these videos, I tell you, like, it's helped many people who like really in algorithms, and they're good now. They're really good now. So yeah, as I was saying, the following are some rules for passing a course. If you pass both tests, that means is yes and yes. If you pass any one test, So you have yes or no. And if you fail both tests, you have no and no. So yes and yes will be a P. Yes and yes? P. Pass. Yay. Yes and no? R. No and yes? R. N and N? F. I don't know what grade R means. R would be like review. Yeah, R probably means review. Alright, say the two Boolean values are used to test the rules in part A. There is a N and there is a Y. So, N and Y. Come now, man. I mean, what kind of cake question is that? Write pseudocode to represent the rule that states if both tests are passed, then award grade P. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. So, let's write the pseudocode if both tests are passed. If test 1 is equal to Y, and test 2 is equal to Y, then print P. What they're looking for here, they're looking for to check to see if you know how to do like your marks. And the AND operator. So you're getting a mark for knowing to use the if, you're getting a mark for using test 1 is Y, next mark for the AND, next one for the Y, next one, yeah, next one for the print. 5 marks, you know. 5 marks, 5 whole marks. You know what coming? You know what coming? Alright, cool. What happening here, boy? Number 10. Pascal. If you're learning Pascal, number 11. Right, this is an actual Pascal program, but you should be able to follow it enough to be able to figure it out. So, there's a trace table. Trace tables again. I warning you. Don't watch your trace table and be like,
Why are you running? Why are you running?
don't run from the trace table. Trace tables are easy. You just have to understand how the algorithms work and how loops work. Don't run. Write down an answer. Worst case scenario is the examiner laugh at you and nobody gets to see. Okay. Right. So start 2, finish 4, result 0, 4 number, 1, 2, finish 2. Right. So we have a number called start, a number called finish, and a number called result. All are numbers. Great. They did the nice thing and gave us the first few numbers. The number is 1, start is 2, result is 2. So they did the actual first loop for us. How nice. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to replicate what is this for loop doing here from a logical perspective. What is happening in this for loop? So it goes from 1 to finish. What is finish? Finish is 4. So we know that the loop will then run 4 times. 1 to 4. Hey, they gave that to us. How nice. And then it said while the number is less than or equal to finish. What number are they talking about? This number here. This number 1. Remember this for loop is going to try to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Right? So we're saying while number 1 is less than or equal to finish, what is the current value of finish? The current value of finish is 1. So is 1 less than or equal to 1? Yes, it is. Therefore, we're going to take the value of result which started at 0. I'm going to just kind of make this a little easier for you to see here. We're going to take the result that started at 0 and say 0 is equal to 0 plus start. 0 plus 2 is how much? 2. So they are correct. That is correct. So we just have to repeat that process. So the next time now, we're going to loop again. When we loop again, the value of the number in forward are changed from 1 to 2. So now we're working with 2. So we're checking to see if number, which is 2, is 2 less than or equal to finish. Finish was 4 all the time. So because the finish was 4, is 2 less than or equal to 4? Yes. So therefore, we're going to follow this, which is going to take the value of result. But our current value of result is 2. So 2 plus start. What is start? Start never changed. Start was 2 all the time. So 2 plus 2 will give me 4. So again, the 4 inside there. Following me? All you understand how we get the 4? I'm taking my time with this just to make sure you're there. All you with me? The real trick in this is to understand that a for loop counts on its own. So the for loop is going to start from the number 1 and work its way up to whatever the ending number is. Right? So then after we reach the 4, the loop is going to loop again. When it loops again, the 2 no longer exists. We now on the 3. So we're going to say now, the number is now 3. Is 3 less than or equal to finish, which is 4? Yes, it is. That is true. So now we go back to this result calculation, and this result calculation is literally saying result. The last value of result we had was 4. 4 plus start. Start never changed. Start was always 2. Never changed because it's still here. So 2 plus 4 is 6. And you put the 6 there. And then after that, you loop one more time and you do the same thing. Now the number has, the for loop has elapsed. And now it's, the 3 is gone. And now we're on the number 4. So 4 is 4 less than or equal to 4? The answer is yes. So because that is true, we're going to take the last value of result, which is 6, and add it to 2, and we will get 8, and then the 8 goes here. So literally, all you have been doing is adding 2 to 2, 4 to 2, 6 to 2. And if the loop was to go on anymore, it'll be 8 to 2. And then bam, you're done. 3 marks happen there. Now imagine you leave out that question for that 3 marks and that course you are 1. And then you come and sit down after the exam and see somebody work it out like this and you don't want that kind of drama in your life. You don't want that kind of problem in your life. Where you sit down and be like, wait, it was so easy? And I leave that question out? No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But as I said, if you're struggling with it and you don't understand how to do the algorithms, head over to my website, makeITsimpleTT.com. These videos on YouTube, but sometimes the YouTube algorithm just give vex with you. And honestly, children suck at searching for things on YouTube. All else get is the things that the algorithm show you and the recommendations. So I realized last year that children really horrible at searching our YouTube channel and finding the things that they need. So I decided to create a website and, well, update my website and put all the information on. So makeITsimpleTT.com/videos. But of course, when you're there, you can subscribe to the channel too, right? So yeah. Alright, state the value of the variable finish. The value of the variable finish was 4. That never changed. That was always there all the time. What is the purpose of the algorithm? Well, just look at the result. The purpose of the algorithm is to count multiples of 2 or something. Oh no, they just want to give you the output, the answer results. Okay. Then I want you to display Now, when they want the purpose of the algorithm, they want to know why this, what is this last thing here? The output is to put the answer is result. So really and truly, the answer is to display 2 to the 4. Nah, you can't just see that. For 1 mark, they're looking for something real simple. They're looking for like a one-liner. So display start multiplied by finish. Yeah, that's basically what's happening here. It basically displays start by finish. So multiplying 2 multiplied by 4, it'll just basically you'll get 8 coming out. If finish was 5, you would get 10. If finish was 6, you'd get 12. So it's displaying start multiplied by finish. You can't just say display the answer. Or after for loop that ran 4 times. Calculate the result after 4 loops. But me, like when they say the purpose of the algorithm, I just kind of sit down and be like, the purpose of the algorithm is to display the result of 4 loops. That's real words to say for 1 mark now. So I'll leave this one up to Cohen.
How is the Ministry of Education in Trinidad, in Guyana, in Jamaica, in Barbados allowing CSEC to do this to us still?
But definitely it would be multiply start by finish. I basically what go up on it. Anything else that you say? I could see examiners arguing about this, because that's what's happened. Examiners will kind of argue about certain questions a lot. All right, so let's deal with this last one. Okay, now this is a Pascal question, and you do not have to do Pascal. You do not have to do Pascal, but I'm doing this because there are some parts that we could explain. So yes, you do not have to do Pascal. Or, yeah. So, by the way, for this number 11, you might have watched the question and be like, wait boy, this question looking hard. But this is how we had to treat this question.
Hey, old man, give me everything.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Because trust me, half the Caribbean leaving out this question. Leaving it out. Not even looking at it. They'll just be like, what in the world is that? I don't know what that is. They give me a table and I have to fill out numbers. I have no idea what to do. And they're leaving that out. You don't. Telling you, don't. You could do it. And the reason why you will get a 1 is because you have separated yourself from the people that are going to leave it out. So make sure you separate yourself from the people who left it out, and you will get a 1. Trust me. Take that to the bank. So there you go. Maya's teacher looked at her Pascal program and said, explain each of the following and illustrate what is meant by them. So I'll write it in pseudocode just for you all to be able to understand. Conditional branching is choosing a command based on the state of a condition. Example, if x is greater than 100, print good. That is all. All you need to show is you are choosing something based on a condition. Looping is repeating a command or set of commands based on a condition. So that'll be example. While x is greater than 100, print good. Right? Debugging is finding errors in a program source code and fixing them. Right? So you must be able to find it in the source code. I don't know where I could give an example of that, but that's close enough. Declaring and initializing variables, that's Pascal, so you could leave that out. Documenting our program is leaving useful comments in the source code for other programmers to understand it. Or you could also say doing a help file. That's external. This is internal documentation, and then there's external documentation. So like a help file used to guide users. Yeah. Right, so we could answer all of these. The declaring and initializing variables, that's like, you know, colons and semicolons and whatnot, all that kind of stuff. But you realize that the programming here, like, it looks intimidating because there are tables and stuff, and you gotta fill out tables, and you gotta write out words and all that kind of stuff. But it's really not that hard. Really not.
No matter what the score was, we're going to finish hard. We're going to finish fast. Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
But you know more now. You're better. So that concludes past paper number, let's call this word, I don't know, number 20, no, number 19. Yeah, this would be like the 19th past paper. Wow, so much past papers I do, boy. It's 2 past papers per year, and I do 19 of them so far. Imagine there's a place on the internet that has the solutions for the last 10 years of IT past papers. Imagine that. Like, what you really want again in life, yeah, there's no excuse again, you know. There's no excuse again for anybody saying, nah, boy, I can't do good in IT because my teacher XYZ ABC. But you're sitting down and watching YouTube whole day. You're watching Netflix, you're playing game. No. There's no excuse again. None. If you tell me that you couldn't get a 1 in IT, it's because you don't have the internet. Had to be. You don't have the internet. Because if you have the internet, all you have to do is just watch through all the past paper videos that I have, and I guarantee you, like, you'll see every type of question I have to have, all the different ways to answer it, and explanations. But that's up to you. That's up to you. So, what I will let you know is next week will be the final past paper, and then I'll explain to y'all how we'll do revision. Trust me, my revision gonna be real lit. Like, they still use lit. I don't think they use lit anymore. Anyhow, yeah. I just used the word lit and all. It was like,
No! God, please, no! No! No!
at least I didn't say on fleek, right? Yeah. What I was gonna say, boy? Yeah. So my revision gonna be real lit. I'll explain that to y'all next week. Like, all of y'all in the live will get to be a part of the live revision, and we'll revise all the topics before exams. So when we finish the last past paper, which will be the January 2011 next week, we should be good with past papers. All the past papers will be there for the last 10 years. Anybody could go and watch that anytime. And then next week, And when you'll come to the live next week, if you have an Android phone, if you have an Android, I will let you all beta test my app. Because my app is supposed to be launching in May, which is next weekend. Yeah. So next week, I'm supposed to be launching an Android app that has all the videos inside of them, and they have like, special things for people who using the app and might have some notes and those sort of things inside the app. I ain't figured out every single thing yet, but next week I'll give you all a chance to be the second round of beta testers for the Android app before we put it up for download in the Play Store. Because I mean, if you're an IT teacher, how are you gonna not have an app? Okay, sorry, I'll prove to you that IT is real and you could use it to do things. Alright, so subscribe, share, don't forget, and I'll check my back next week. We'll do the 2011 and I'll explain to you all how we do revision and all that stuff. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, mods. Javish and Jared and Ren. Javish is he's like the mod of mods. He understands how to do things well. So I'll see you all next week. And if you do revise IT at all for the whole week, that's okay. Come back next week. Trust me. Stick with this channel and you will make it. You will make it far. Right? So we go on there. Later.